The pain is starting early in 2025. That was kind of the net of our conversation with Mr. Dan Bird yesterday. You can go ahead and watch the full video where we run down what is going on with the Santa Claus rally, where we sit today, why the close on Friday was ugly. And Dan has gone on record saying that pain that he thought might come in late January or February might be starting early. Lo and behold, if you haven't checked the market this morning, last time I checked, it was down 600 points. So once again, Dan Bird was on point. Make sure you watch that video and see what else he is talking about moving forward. We did get pending home sales this morning. Pending home sales were for November. If you know anything about November, that was the last time we saw interest rates in the low sixes. So again, November home sales were up 6.9% year on year, meaning this November was roughly 7% better than last November. Month on month, we were up 2.2%. The estimate was 4.9. Once again, folks, we have evidence that rates matter. We have evidence that rates close to 6% bring buyers off the market. Chief economist over at National Association of Realtors, Lawrence Yun, says things like buyers are recalibrating to interest rates. How I would tell you or share with you with that is 2 years ago, buyers were on the sidelines because they remembered 4% rates when rates were 6 or 7. Today, people remember 8% mortgage rates, so 6% is better. Now, of course, we are above 7%. Given what's going on in the market today, we might tick down below 7% by the end of the day. But I am going to be most interested in December pending home sales. We won't get those numbers for about a month. I actually posted on X or Twitter that I thought December pending home sales are going to be down 5%. So if you're in the industry, you're in the real estate industry, let me know how December is going, especially if you're a real estate agent, real estate broker. Want to know if my call for a weak December is on point or if I perhaps might be misguided. Let's talk about our school community. Remember, folks, if you are already a part of school, you are going to have the pleasure of interacting with Brian Adamson today at 9 a.m. We will go live inside school where you will be able to ask Brian and I questions. You'll be able to listen live to our conversations. But yes, that is something you will have. Also, congratulate Jason and Rick. Jason and Rick both joined in the last 24 hours. Folks, if you want to get involved in real estate investing, you want to change your financial future, the best thing to do, get around other people doing that kind of work. Yes, that is the secret sauce to all of this, and there is no better place with 355 members than the One Rental at a Time school community. Financial Times out with a very scary headline. Credit card delinquencies. Credit card delinquencies are the worst in 14 years. 14 years. Folks, really this anchors around inflation. Inflation is a nasty, what they call regressive tax, meaning it hurts the folks at the bottom more than the people at the top. In fact, the people at the top typically are owning assets. And of course, if you watch my channel for any length of time, you know that inflation is a feature, not a bug. Said another way, hate the game, not the player. Yes. We did get some forecasts for mortgage rates in 2025. I thought I'd run through the list and let me know what you think 2025 brings for mortgage rates. Mortgage Business Daily says that mortgage rates will average between 6.4 and 6.6. This is at the end, just to be clear, end of 2025. So roughly 12 months from now. Mortgage Business Daily, 6.4 to 6.6. Realtor.com coming in at 6.2. Fannie Mae, 6.4. Wells Fargo, 6.3. And Goldman, Goldman Sachs not playing by the rules, simply saying will remain above 6% throughout 2025. Kind of a weak forecast. If you ask me, Goldman, you're better than that. Why take a layup, right? Take a shot. if I were to talk about the end of 2025, oh man, there's so many variables: recession, crash up, inflation 2.0, tax cuts. There's just so many things that are coming. Again, I haven't changed my call that rates will average 7% for the year. But if I were to call December 31st, 2025, I'll go 6.7. So it's actually the highest of all the rates called, because again, I'm on record thinking 2025 is going to be the bottom of transactions, which to me means rates have to stay relatively high. So that's what I am calling for 2025. Talk about the Vegas event. I don't know if you heard yesterday, but it is official. I have lowered the size of the room. We are only going to have 300 tickets sold. I originally planned to do 400. I plan to max it out. But given where we are in the process, I've now taken it down to 300, which means we are nearly sold out. I did this for a couple of reasons. One, I don't want to get all pushy and, all of that and maybe not sell out. It saves me $22,000, food, chairs, all of the stuff that I have to buy. So saving 20 grand doesn't suck. I got to be honest. So that's why we're doing it. Also, 300 is really what the facility handles comfortably. It allows us to have, the VIP section and general admission for lunch and dinner. So again, 300, we will sell out. If you are planning to come, and a lot of you still are, go to Eventbrite, buy your tickets, because now you don't have the luxury of waiting. It will sell out probably in the near future. So we will be covering things like relationships, husband and wife. In fact, at 8:00 this morning, in about 23 minutes, I'll be talking with day 2 speakers. That will be a lot of fun. That video will be up later today. Again, networking. Again, real estate investing is a relationship business. We're going to talk to folks starting from nothing, right? We're going to be having some more stories about starting with nothing. Lots of Q&A. Again, that is the anchor of my event. Besides being a celebration, it is a place you can go and ask questions. No other events that I've been to do you get to line up and ask each and every speaker questions. So again, you can prepare. I've told you who's coming, minus a few surprises. But yes, you can go ahead and ask questions. Definitely want to kind of lead with the you can do it too. Everybody that gets on stage is going to have their story. They are all different. So again, it's an event you can go and get belief. We all know that the first 5 years suck, but you're going to hear from a lot of folks. And finally, documenting your journey. Lots of you are out there thinking about documenting your journey. We will have someone I know, trust, and respect up there talking about that, Omar. So again, lots of stuff coming. Inside our school community, there was somebody that asked about, Michael, me, switching from single-family homes to multifamily back to single-family. And I thought I would talk about that because I've actually gone single to multi to single to multi back to single. So when I look at what we've done over the last 22 years, I've switched 5 different times. But the answer is I've simply chased yield. I don't pigeonhole myself on an asset type. I want to figure out what asset at the time is producing the best return. And depending on what's going on in the market, that might be a single family home. That might be a duplex through quad. That might be a small multifamily building. And something Olivia and I have done extremely well is take equity out of a high-priced asset and move it into a unloved asset. And we've rode the wave many times. So, when people think about, why we did that, is bigger is better. No, I do not believe bigger is better. I think bigger is better is a marketing slogan. It's a slogan used by social media folks to get your money. They need your money to buy these deals. And I don't think that's true. I think bigger is better sometimes. In fact, I'm on record saying that bigger is better, perhaps late 25, 26, Class B, Class C. I think there's a 50% haircut coming to Class B and Class C multifamily properties. When my market typically sells B and C's at 8.5 cap, they go down to a 5 cap, they're going to revert, and they're going to revert nasty, and they're probably going to go above an 8.5, probably to a 10. And believe me, I want to participate when cap rates balloon to a 10, buy these assets for pennies on the dollar, and just wait. So it will be very likely that if I were to rewrite One Rental at a Time, that sometime in 25 or 26, I will once again sell my single families, my duplexes through quads, and buy small multifamily. Again, why? I chase yield. And if you can buy a distressed asset at 50% on the dollar, makes perfect sense. Remember, folks, if you are following my health journey, we will be starting a 3-day fast. If you want to do this with me, great. It starts 5 p.m. January 1st. 5 p.m. January 1st, 3-day fast, only water and coffee. My next door neighbor is a doctor, and he says, hey, if you need to get some bone broth, I guess there's some vitamins in bone broth. Don't ask me. I'm not even sure I know what bone broth is. But if you want to take bone broth, that is fine as well. So again, there we go. I do want to hear from you. I actually have a couple of questions. Let me know in the comments below. What's one of your 2025 goals? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. What is one of your 2025 goals? And again, folks, 2024 is almost over. I hope when you look back on 2024, you consider it a success. I hope you did a lot of great things. I hope you have a lot of great memories. If you do want to change, you want to make something better in 2025, the best thing I can tell you to do is get around people that are doing the same thing. That is what I'm trying to build in our school community. I am trying to find and create an environment where everybody is a go-giver. Everybody's going in the same direction. I'm trying to create ways to create more and more value. Hence the 9 a.m. with Brian Adamson today is one example. 5 accountability calls led by 5 different folks. We're trying to get that safe place where you can ask questions, network. There is a community map where you can go and figure out who is near you locally. And of course, that Vegas event, you need to be there. You need to be there in real life, asking questions, making new friends, meeting people in the comments. Like we have lots of people right here in the comments. So I hope the last 2 days of 2024 are amazing. I hope you take some great pictures, you make some great memories, and I hope 2025 is even better. Like, subscribe, comment. We will be back tomorrow. Later.